Alright guys, I think a lot of yous are starting to notice, and I think it's a good topic to discuss, and it's the fact that I don't take any whey protein or creatine. Now, first of all, I want to say that I don't believe that creatine and whey protein are needed to build muscle. Now, obviously, I've seen it in myself. You know, I've never taken any sort of labeled bodybuilding supplements frequently. You know, I have taken some whey proteins in the past and some rice protein based drinks. I've never taken creatine. I've never taken a pre-workout. I've never taken any BCAAs or anything like that. Now, I have taken a superfood, I believe it's called guarana, and that's high in caffeine. I think I've taken that for the maximum of a week. I don't really take that at all. I don't really find that caffeine responds well in my body. I just find that mental focus and energy and just my desire to do things is enough for me. Like, I can go extreme intense without anything. You know, I personally believe that if someone who took 2 scoops of pre-workout, like, I'd have the same amount of energy as them, so I find I don't need to take anything like that. But the main reason I don't take any form of whey protein, creatine, or pre-workout or BCAAs is because every single, not as much the whey protein, I will be getting into the whey protein, but the creatine, the BCAAs, and the pre-workout, those three are completely unnatural substances. Now, they might have some natural properties in them, but they're all fucking artificial, and most of them are artificial and made in a lab. Now, I personally don't like to take anything which hasn't come from nature. That's just the way I've always been. And I also find that I don't need these supplements. You know, first of all, pre-workout, I've already discussed that I naturally give myself energy just by my own desire. I go fucking insane in the gym, as you see by my workouts. Second of all, creatine. Creatine, I don't believe is healthy. Now, people say, and a lot of people will say, oh, it can cause liver problems, but if you cycle on and off the stuff, you can sort of counteract that. I don't want to be doing anything which is going to cause negative effects in my body. It's like drinking alcohol. You know, some people will drink alcohol their whole lives and they'll not die of a liver problem, but you know, you are causing problems, so you shouldn't be taking it frequently. And you know, alcohol is usually taken a lot more infrequently compared to creatine. Now, I'm not comparing the two, I'm just showing examples of how people will put things into perspective. So, for the reason of it possibly being hard on the liver and kidneys, and the fact that it's usually, I don't think I've ever seen a natural supplement, because it would cost so much to extract creatine from vegetables and especially meat. Now, I know most people are going to say it's only in fucking meat. I'm sure there's creatine in some vegetable sources, but however, I want to still discuss the fact that creatine will not be natural, so I don't want to be putting those unnatural things into my body. And to be honest with you, you know, how far are you going to go down the rabbit hole of things being unnatural? You know, creatine isn't far away from fucking steroids. Now, the thing I will say is creatine doesn't usually take away from your body, in the aspect of creatine won't change your testosterone levels the way steroids will. Now, steroids will naturally decrease your testosterone levels, which is more of a hormonal thing, whereas creatine is more of a nutritional aspect. Now, it will increase the ATP in the muscles and stuff like that and give you more energy, but you naturally never in nature would consume that amount of creatine and have that amount of ATP in the muscles. So for that reason, I don't take any form of creatine. I doubt I ever will unless I find a good quality source of it. But I think the main thing is, people ask me, is about whey protein. First of all, you don't fucking need whey protein to build muscle. Whey protein is just another way of you getting in more of one macronutrient. It's like, instead of, say you come back from the workout and you never feel hungry, but you're bulking and you want to get in more calories, like people will often make smoothies. It's kind of like just making it easier to get in protein instead of eating something like a chicken breast or steak or anything like that. So for that reason, you don't need whey proteins, and whey proteins are usually way dearer than other protein sources. Now, for me, I usually eat organic meats. I think that's one of the most important things to do, and one of the most important things to eat organically and free range. Now, regardless if there's been millions of studies, and it's 100% true that organic meats and the worst quality meats have the same amount of protein. You know, for me personally, just on an ecological level, like, I don't believe in animal. Now, obviously, they're still getting killed and they could be being treated badly, but I want to give the animal the best quality life as possible. And I believe just naturally with my instinct that an animal which has been fed the right foods and had the right quality of life is going to be far more beneficial in your body spiritually, as well as building muscle and nutritionally, compared to an animal that, you know, they don't show you this, but most animals that are just caged up, shit is going very wrong in their systems. They're being fed hormones that are not supposed to be in their bodies. Their skin's peeling off, their hair, their feathers are falling out, their beaks are cut off, and all sorts of stuff is altered in their bodies, and they're not healthy animals. I don't see how that animal could provide you the best quality nutrition. So for me, going back to whey protein, I find that if I was to get a whey proteins are such bad quality sources of protein, because first of all, they're usually so acidic, they've been cooked and absolutely destroyed. Now obviously they're going to still have protein in them, and they've obviously been tested to have nutritional protein in them. However, they're not going to be healthy in your system, and if you do notice, whey proteins usually give people a lot of stomach discomfort, which is the first sign that the food isn't agreeing with your body, or you have some sort of reaction to it, which is the same for people who are lactose intolerant and might have to drink milk. They find that stuff goes wrong inside their system, or they have breakouts of eczema and stuff like that. So if you're taking whey protein, from the research I've done, whey protein comes from cows, usually which have not been grass fed. They've been fed just shitty, low quality grains and corn and stuff like that, which is not what a cow is supposed to be eating. Neither is a cow supposed to only be eating grass, but that's a step further than eating just the corn and low quality foods like that. So I find that if a cow that is being fed that is on all sorts of growth promoters, hormones, steroids, antibiotics, has been caged with all these other cows and is being forced to milk and create that whey protein, then I just find that that's going to be a really low quality source of protein. You're promoting something which isn't ecological. However, I do notice that I did enjoy whey. I did at one stage find a grass-fed source of whey, but it was so dear. You know, you're going to pay more money for a better quality source of things. So I was buying a whey protein which was from grass-fed cows. Now this protein was a lot dearer, and one scoop of it I believe had 10 grams of protein, and you're supposed to take 2 scoops for 20 grams of protein. Now the scooper wasn't like this big ass fucking scooper, it was just a wee small scooper, probably about that size, that wee cube, and I did find it was quite dear. But if I was ever going to take it again, I would buy that whey protein, and I would like to sell it in the future to promote a healthier sort of healthier spiritually, ecologically, and physically, obviously a healthier product, and hopefully I do come out in the future. But they're the reasons I don't take pre-workouts, I don't take whey protein, I don't take creatine, because I find I want to stay as close to nature as possible, and as well as that, I also want to enjoy myself. So as you will see me eat unhealthy foods, that's because I enjoy the taste of them. Just taking these foods to get a slight benefit in the gym, which I probably won't even notice, I don't find the need to take it. But I do believe in taking a lot of different supplements and superfoods for like a nutritional aspect. So I might take things like, as you see in my videos, I'll sometimes take like a cow powder, maca root powder. Maca root powder is supposed to be great for increasing your testosterone and sex drive. You know, obviously some people are going to say that's a myth. For me personally, I have noticed this. I also take things like gynostemma, like so many different superfoods and super herbs, which some people think might not be that effective. For me personally, I've taken it for years, and as you see, I don't fucking sell it, so I obviously believe in it. I would like to come out with stuff in the future, sell my own products, but we'll see whenever that gets to that stage. However, I just want to say that I do take some supplements. I'll take some psyllium husk. Sometimes I'll take the closest bodybuilding supplement I've taken is some warrior protein, and I found a private supplier of whey protein, which I will be coming out with in the future, hopefully. But you know, if people aren't interested in it, then I won't bring it out. But there you have it, guys. That's why I don't take creatine, whey protein, BCAAs or anything like that. The main reason is they're unnatural. They're not supposed to be in my body in that form. So therefore, I'm not going to take it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of you are going to believe in it. And if it's working for you and you believe it's going to benefit your body, then keep taking it. But for me personally, I don't believe that's going to happen. So for that reason, I don't take it. Go and drink some water here. Peace!